Hey guys, Fox here. Time for some game guts here. I got to put a bunch of stuff away, and I wanted to do this before I started getting, Christmas gifts in, and before I wanted to do like my game of the year video and stuff like that. So I wanted to get all this put away and talked about and all that jazz, and then we will get on with it, huh? So, first up, something I backed on Kickstarter, which was pretty cheap, but I thought it was pretty cool, especially for anybody who likes to play vertical shooters on the Switch, and that's the Flip Grip, which is a device that allows you to put your Switch in a vertical orientation and also have your Joy-Cons attached properly. This is a little box, but the grip itself is right here. It's the inside, that's the outside. So the Switch slides in vertically here. It's got the soft feet here, and the Joy-Cons slide in on the side, just like regular. If I was smart, I probably would have brought my Switch down here with me and would have shown you what it looks like. Well, if you guys are interested in seeing what it looks like with any of the vertical shooters, let me know in the comments, and I'll just do another quick separate video, guys, so you guys can see that. But if you guys are interested or want one of these, if you're a big shooter fan, these are available on Fangamer, and they're pretty reasonably priced. So up next is something I pre-ordered. I think this is another Fangamer item, which I was excited to have, but that's a Dark Souls figure, and that's Onion Bro, as I like to call him, or more properly, Sigmire. I think he looks cool. I'm going to put him up underneath my computer. I have my Hunter minifigure from Bloodborne. So, but always liked the Onion Bro here. So this is a pretty cool figure to put on display. Pretty well detailed. I might take him out of the package later so you guys can see what he looks like. Got a couple, actually a few titles from limited run games in, finally. Let's start off with this one, which is I'm really excited to play, and I held out buying the digital only copy in hopes that maybe somebody, either limited run or super rare or something like that, would release a physical copy, and yay, limited run did. And that's Golf Story. Really excited to play this one. I love playing golf games, and what's better is it's a RPG, so it's an RPG golf game. Oh, as I throw it. Looks pretty cool, very simplistic graphics, but I'm sure that's going to still be a lot of fun. I know there's a lot of praise for this, so pretty excited to play this one whenever the hell I get to it, to be honest with you, because I have such a massive backlog. Here's the little card that came with it. Just a copy of the cover art. Up next, I ordered one of my favorite games from a few years ago, and I think this might have won Game of the Year back when it came out. But Limited Run released physical copies of this. Finally, I was waiting forever for a physical copy of this, and it is Bastion. Supergiant Games' first real big hit. I think this is their first game, period. But I love this game. The art direction, the narrator in the background, wonderful. I mean, absolutely wonderful soundtrack. It is so good. I love this game so much that I didn't just get the PS4 version. I went ahead and got the Vita version as well. It's been a while since I picked up a Vita game, but definitely wanted to have these. And because I got two copies, I got two different cards. So I got this one. Some great art. Looks pretty cool. And this one. Very cool. Limited Run has been doing good to me as of late. So, like a lot of people, what they picked up in November on their Switch was a copy of Pokemon Let's Go, whether it was Eevee or Pikachu. I've already played through and beat it. There's still some things I can do in the game, like, beat the master trainers or farm for shinies and all that crap, but that tends to take too much time. But I played through it entirely, got Mewtwo. Once I get a friend who will trade with me, and then I'll complete my Pokedex, and then I'll probably be done with it. But it'll be great to have a full Pokedex that I can transfer over to the next big Pokemon game that's supposed to come out next year. But I had a lot of fun with this one. Pretty much a remake of Pokemon Yellow. You can play this pretty super quick. The catch mechanics, for wild Pokemon is good and bad. I like that you can see everything on the field that you can catch or that you're going to run into. That's a nice added benefit. But sometimes the catch mechanics can get the whole gotcha type thing can be annoying. The only thing I would say is try to avoid catching with just the Joy-Con or the Pokeball Controller, because it is not always reliable in what direction you're throwing the ball. So I would suggest playing in handheld mode if you're going to be catching a lot of Pokemon, because it's really easy. You just aim the switch in the direction you want to throw the ball, and it goes that way. Pretty simple. But other than that, I really had a lot of fun. It was it's not the most graphically beautiful game, but did a lot for Pokemon. It looks great. I had a lot of fun. This will be in contention for Game of the Year. That will come in a couple weeks. I honestly doubt it'll win, but it'll probably be ranked up there. I had a lot of fun with that. And of course, with it, I picked up a Pokeball Plus controller. This thing is cool. My only gripe is I wish it had a third button. So you got the little joystick in the middle where the Pokeball button is. That moves around, and you can push it in for your main button. It also lights up all different colors. It has a speaker in it, so it makes sounds of the Pokemon that you caught and other various sounds. When you plug it in to charge it up, it does the Poke Center, resting sound. I'll try to think of what to call it. Also comes with a Mew inside of it, which is pretty nice. So you can start the game pretty early with a Mew. Yeah, there he is. But it's pretty cool. Actually, I think I have it over here. So here it is. It's pretty small. You can see it in my hand. So if you got big hands, I could see that this is not a very comfortable controller, because you're going to be cramped trying to push the button, because there's another button up here. You see the imprint there, and then it's playing like this. But if you have small hands, it's not bad to hold and play. It's got heft. It's built really well. It holds a charge for about, I don't know, you could probably play continuous on probably for close to 5 hours. Pretty good little controller. It's a really neat little tech toy. You can also store Pokemon on it and take it for a walk, kind of like the old Poke Walkers they made for Soul Silver and Heart Gold on the DS. But this one you can take out, and I think this works for Pokemon Go as well on your phone, so you can do quick catches if you're into that thing. Something I picked up on Black Friday, really the only thing that I did pick up. I'm a sucker for different variations of 3DSs and stuff, and I'm a big fan of the original 2DS. I like the way it looks. I like the slate form factor, how simple it is. I think it's comfortable, has really good battery life. But so I went ahead and got the Super Mario Maker edition of the 2DS. I love this little system. I like the 8-bit Mario on it there, and yeah, and it comes with Super Mario Maker pre-installed. I like this system a lot. I might go back and use one of these. Oh, unfortunately, I can't transfer to, once you're on the newer versions, new 3DS or the XL or the new 2DS, you can't transfer to the regular ones. That just kind of sucks, but who cares? You can just play on one of these. It's pretty fun. Mario Maker is a pretty good, fun game. There's tons and tons of maps to play that people have made and that Nintendo have made. But I like this. I like the color combination of the red and yellow, and I really like the little 8-bit Mario down there. So happy to have that, and these things are pretty cheap too. $80 you score out. So last thing I picked up is pretty controversial lately. I pre-ordered this and decided to keep the pre-order because I'm a big fan of the system, but I'm not going to give it any positive graces due to what's transpired with it. You could see it on probably 5,000 different reviews on YouTube. And that's the PlayStation Classic. I like its presentation. I like the build quality of the controllers, even the little mini console itself. And I like that it's USB controllers, which is really cool. But Sony really done it fucked up on this one. Yeah, and like most people say, it's just laziness. Yeah, I mean, the emulator that they use is a proven pretty good emulator, but taking away all the options that thing has is bullshit. I mean, being able to, I mean, some of these games are still in PAL speed. That's so fucking stupid. 50 hertz compared to the 60 hertz. So some games seem really slow because there's like, I think 9 of the titles are PAL versions. But from what I hear, though, people have already started to figure shit out on this. They've figured out how to access the emulator menus finally, or not finally, already. And so you can adjust things. And once people figure how everything works, they'll put some tutorials online how to set it up properly so everything plays better. And I'm sure within days or weeks, we'll figure out how to load more ROMs onto it. And this could be your little PlayStation powerhouse, kind of like, what people have done with the Super Nintendo Mini or the regular Nintendo Mini. So, yeah, there we have it. All the pickups for me over the last month. Some good stuff from Limited Run, a little bit of hardware, and a controller. Not a lot of games though, which is funny. Which is good, actually. Honestly, that's good, because I have too much to play. One of these days I'll get back to Red Dead, and then I still got to play a lot of other stuff. It's crazy. Smash comes out today, so I'll be getting that later, and that'll take up a bunch of time trying to unlock all the characters, playing with my buddies. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching.